I came all the way down the River Thames to break the world's oldest maritime record.
Wow.
From the source to Tower Bridge in a paper boat, a boat made out entirely of paper. And the paper boat record was set in 1619 by a man called the King's Water Poet, who was a guy called John Taylor, who was renowned for being the second worst poet in Europe. He fought for the king in the English Civil War, and the royalists captured the parliamentary army, and the king was going to kill one of the parliamentary army. And John Taylor, the King's Water Poet, ran out of the ranks of the army and said, "Stop! Don't kill him! Because this guy is the worst poet in Europe. And if you kill him, that'll make me the worst poet in Europe. So please, spare him, spare him."
That means that both the second and the worst poet in Europe will all boast in the UK at the time, or in England at the time.
Yeah, well, I mean, that does tell you something, doesn't it? But so he set this record by going 40 miles down the River Thames in a paper boat, and I set out to beat it. And I got to the 40-mile mark, a bit like you in some ways, and I just thought, I'm really enjoying this, and it was raising some money for a charity, and I thought, I'm just going to keep going and see how long the boat kind of lasts,
right?
And when it falls apart. And 6 or 7 days later, I basically ended up gliding under Tower Bridge in what was rapidly becoming a soggy mass of papier-mâché, loosely held together with some gaffer tape. But I made it to London in this paper boat. It was incredible. What an amazing thing. I never believed it was possible. But that's another really important thing. And I think it's a really important thing about what you're doing, is that if you try something, just try it. Don't give in. Keep going, and stuff that you don't believe is possible suddenly becomes possible. Yep. Look at you, you're on day 17 of an extraordinary challenge, and you're over halfway.